for everyone watching, we're just waiting for Josh, represented by SX Wargames, and Red over there with Hyper News Network to finish getting set up. So we've got a Marcher World versus Empyrean match. Josh is playing Marcher Worlds. Ed is playing Empyreans. He is normally a Marcher World main, but he's trying out Empyreans for the league. So we should have a good idea of what all tricks Josh has up his sleeve.
I was gonna say, Red told me that he wanted to play Empyreans so that he could learn how to break the Empyreans. He's looking for a weakness.
Wants to lose here. he wants to see how Marcher World beats Empyreans. That's what he wants to see.
Pretty much.
I'm some difficulties. Do you want to listen about Ryan?
Yeah. So we've got Red over here. He's running one Oculus, Aber Guardians with an Aerolith, which is pretty standard right now for Empyreans. He has a Daemon that has the Eidolon Cortex, a Nova Cannon, and two phased projectile cannons. Sorry, that's also pretty common build over here for one of your Daemons to run. And then he's all second Daemon that he's got: Force Shield Projector, Gravitonic Lash, and Protean Forge. A lot of times you'll see not the Gravitonic Lash, that won't be in there, nor the Force Shield Projector. A lot of times that's a Starfire Array and another phased projectile cannon with the Protean Forge. And instead of Wraith, it's a Hound, so that you can get Pathfinder to move through quite a bit of this rough terrain that's on the board, just to get to certain places that are kind of more necessary than not. As you can see, this board doesn't have a ton. Rough terrain out of the gate. I'm not sure what they're going to play first, but it may have helped him. It may not have. But then he's also got a Sentinel Avatar with a Nova Cannon, Chronomorphic Accelerator, and a two phased projectile cannons on that as well. And that is in my opinion, and I think Spencer's, the optimal build.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, Avatar letting you spike to not take an activation token if you don't want to, and also having Arc on that big boy to just not take damage is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it just keeps the pressure on with the heavy to where you can just keep activating it, and they have to deal with it.
Yep.
And the guns themselves, I mean, range 12 PAL 5 fire spray is disgusting. A range 10 PAL 4 with corrosion and lockdown is really nasty. And the two phase projectiles, I mean, the range 10 PAL 3, but they ignore line of sight and cover, just meaning that have a huge threat range because you just can't hide from it, and it doesn't care about cover, so it just helps it deal a little bit more damage. So it's really nasty. I mean, the only gun on that build that has to worry about cover is the corrosion gun.
Yep.
So
it's
pretty tough to deal with.
It's kind of the most important one in this match, though, with the Marcher Worlds and their ability to just constantly get extra movement, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's the main way that you deal with the Strike Raptor in particular, especially considering Josh's Strike Raptor is going to be running a Cyclone Cannon. It's going to have +3 defense versus the phased projectile cannons because they're ballistic. So pretty much relying on that corrosion and your fire spray to deal with that Strike Raptor. But I mean,
he swapped the Hound Daemon in with the Starfire Array.
Okay.
I didn't.
And then the other Daemon build, I call it. Well, I don't usually run Gravitonic Lash on it. I usually run the phased projectile cannon because it's just so good.
Right.
But I call the Hound Demon my MC Hammer Demon because you can't touch it. And then I actually ran what I call my Jay-Z Demon because it just brushes its shoulders off. The game smarts because the extra merge just helps so much versus the melee raptor.
Yeah.
The idea now is like when your attack to this armor, you don't touch if you hit because you're to or 5. Sorry, or to damage.
Right.
So it makes a pretty good combo.
Well, especially if you get a card early on for tune-up out of your Cypher deck. that you can play on him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't really
sure.
think about that because that's a. As soon as he tries to hit you with that first attack, you just get a move away. It's kind of in there.
As long as he hits.
Yeah,
Um,
interesting.
so that Cortex is definitely weaker in my opinion than Reflex Cortex for a couple reasons. One, you have to hit. Two, it's only on charge, so you have to be charged. And then it's a repo which has pros and cons. So repo 2 means that like you can move on to the other side of things and you total of 4 inches of movement versus 3 inches for reflex.
Yep.
It also means that you go up ladders, you can't jump off a building. There's definitely
Yeah.
some pros and cons to both. I definitely feel like it's much weaker than reflex though, which I'm pretty sure Josh's Strike Raptor is going to be running the Dogfighter
Yep.
Cortex, which is basically a reflex that you need charged for.
Yep. That's
So
what I was about to finish up here on Red's side. He's got Excretor Nyx that he brought in as well. Did he swap anything else out? Nope. He left Astrius in. So he had two fulcrums, it looked like, and he swapped one of the fulcrums out for Nyx. Either that or he just had Nyx in. There. I'm not sure. But either way, he's got Nyx. I assume his play will be much like our first plays with Nyx, a Fulcrum, and an Oculus, and there he goes putting the Nyx.
looks like Red lost the roll.
Yep.
It's a pretty big deal. I think Empyreans have better options for going first than a lot of other factions. But
Yeah.
if Josh can leverage his first turn advantage, that's going to be. Looks like Red has not drawn his Cipher hand though, which
No.
you want to draw your Cipher hand before you deploy, and that can change how you deploy. It doesn't really change much for Empyrean, just because I pretty much deploy the exact same way all the time, anyways.
Right.
Just Nyx Fulcrum Oculus. On 11 and 2, it can change things a little bit because like I just have tons of Furies in my hand that I might do Nyx Oculus. But
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, especially if I don't have any purples in my hand, in order to take advantage of the extra charge on the Fulcrum and the Nyx, so I can like get super far up the field.
Yeah.
Do fun things with it. But
So when you use your purple, are you using that in second cipher, and is that the whole point?
no, a lot of times I'll use it first cipher. It just depends on the matchup and what else going on.
Yeah.
But say for example, in my last full size game, I played Encrypted Command for Cipher first turn, so I could get an extra charge onto that Fulcrum to get an extra 4.2 inches up the field,
Mm-hmm.
because that allowed me to place a gate. I was then gonna put the stuff that I summon out of that gate into contesting range as soon as they activate. Whereas if I didn't do that, they wouldn't have been able to do that. So it's just have lots of little options
Yeah.
for you, stuff like that. Or like I'll charge it up first so that I can get the displacer to make the nice nasty Strike Raptor that I don't want being near stuff, not near my stuff. I always want to charge Nyx because I want to gate crash first turn. If I'm not gate crashing first turn, there's no Nyx on the field.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So looks like we're getting ready to start. Josh opted for his Strike Raptor with the Dogfighter Cortex, 2 Rock Crushers, a Particle Cannon, and a Cyclone Cannon for his big boy there. And then he's bringing out an Engineer with him, so makes sense for him. Red ended up with Fulcrum, Oculus, and Nyx, just like kind of assumed. So here we go. Looks like Red's gonna start her off.
Fulcrum's in a bit of a weird place. I'm not really sure how relevant it's going to be to the game. But I guess if it like go and jump off the building and then reposition itself, it can be in a position to contest zone 3, or at least throw a gate up there turn 1, which is pretty nasty. So we'll see what his plan here is. It has
Yeah,
a bunch of options here because he's got 2 purples, ciphers, and 2 furies in his hand. So he actually has a lot of things he can do this round. He's got velocity projector and instability equation, Russian theorem, and arcane synthesis in his hand. So got a lot of options here for he wants to do. See what he decides.
yeah, this will be interesting
Josh,
because I think if he really wanted to, he could bring this Fulcrum out to the edge to give himself the range here for anything that comes toward mid, and then still launch a gate off of this and have it out of line of sight depending on what Josh does. But that's an interesting play to go up there with him. I'm not sure he can even make it.
I'm not really sure.
Huh. That is not what I expected at all.
It's a pretty safe play. Is very much not what I would expect.
No, I thought for sure he would kind of charge toward mid, spike to get kind of 3 inches off to the side and out of line of sight, and then gate crash up on top of the third point.
Yeah, that's what I would have done as well. That's in fact what I did do last
Yeah.
game. He's playing a much more game, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, he does not want that Nyx targeted by that cyclone cannon.
Yeah, because putting pressure on your opponent's zone is just real in a particular scenario because those 3 points is huge, and he's spiking. I don't know.
Huh.
Very confused.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So Nyx is basically completely out of the game next little while.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big fan of that play. Nyx is not on scenario, so it's basically not relevant to the game. And what I tell people all the time, if you listen to the Through the Wicket podcast, is if your models aren't on scenario, then they're useless.
Yeah.
Like Nyx is not enough, not a valuable enough model after it's gate crashed on the first turn to care about whether it lives or dies.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, so playing super safe like that, and he's playing super safe with this Oculus. Unless he just chooses not to summon, which I think would be weird. And basically gate crash pointless. You might as well just not have an activation token on Nyx. Yeah, I'm not sure what Red's planning.
I am not either. I
He's
don't know what
pulling.
cards he has in his hand either, so I don't. Is he deploying right now?
Yeah, because you can't see his hand. I can.
Yeah.
He has velocity projector, regression theorem, stability equation, arcane synthesis, and read the last one. My mouse is freaking out. There we go. An ascension catalyst.
Interesting. I I really understand what he's doing now because now he's got that hound daemon up on the top. Unless his plan is literally to just bring him over, sit him on this point, and then he's got Starfire Array. If he just technically stealth, but not to get inches of that point easily for Josh to ignore that stealth. I don't. This is gonna be.
I'm not sure either. He's not able to put his gate somewhere that's. I wouldn't position it off at full. I'd position it off the Oculus.
Yeah.
At this point. He's on there, not fifth then.
Yeah. I mean, I think he wants to bring his Sentinel off that gate. It's fine, but I don't know why you just brought it off this wall and you're able to use threat point wall.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, maybe he's got a plan.
Find out.
Yeah. Josh is trapped. He's going toward his back point. Let's see what he played. Taking his free flashes of movement.
Jump on top of the builder, it looks like.
Yep. Let's see, what's he got on this? He's got the particle cannon and the cyclone cannon. Can he get in range to threaten that gate over there? That red setup with the 4 arc on it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's his play, is to kind of get out here and be able to just take a couple shots. At this gate so he can't bring that sentinel out.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, we played a game the other day, and Josh's entire game plan was the Sentinel, which is a good game plan. Experience. I still won because I was able to use the Sentinel to like get them off of points and things like that.
Yeah.
Because it just creates a really tough decision for your opponents. Like, do I deal with this thing that is going to just absolutely wreck me if I don't deal with it, or do I play for scenario? So actually,
Fall, please. Just I will kite you around with this fall.
some nasty situations if you don't deal with it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Did measure to see if he could shoot that arc for the gate?
I think he measured.
Okay.
And as far as he's got encrypted command, impulse inducer, displacement index, and I believe control inoculum.
Okay.
Not a phenomenal game right now. Like we missed the first attack, but the second attack we get so strong.
Yeah.
We've got an 11. Wow. Which beat it by 5. It looks like it'll be in 4.
Looks like 2 come off.
That's a big deal right there.
Yeah, because now he's limited to what's he got left? He's got what, 1 solo, 2 solos, and the Warjack over there. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
He's got arcane synthesis that he can use with this this one demon he's got over here.
Yeah.
And he can put an arc on that, which will let him bring out a full squad, or I don't think he has any more solos except for Astrius, so he could bring out Astrius and a demon. Wanted to, so he still has some options, but absolutely not being able to bring a Sentinel out is a pretty big deal. Now, if he had put 5 on it instead of 4, he'd still be able to just charge it up with 1 and bring a Sentinel out. So
yeah, it's interesting. What did he do with the rest? Because I see 2 stacked up here. Did he not put his other back in as well? Did he delete it on accident? Because there's red.
Who?
Yeah, when he pulled
Red?
that one gate off.
They might be stacked.
Oh, yep.
The arc on this.
There it
this
goes.
map
Okay.
Stack.
Yep.
So,
5. Okay.
Let's see. What did he draw?
Oh, he jumped down. Okay.
Oh, red did not play any cipher cards last turn or discard any cipher cards last turn.
Interesting. So he was really holding on to get that Sentinel out and drop Arcane Synth on it.
Yeah. Measuring from his Oculus here, which means he's going to have to charge the Oculus, which is going to cost him either charging that gate or Arcane Synth. You can say the Fury first. That's not.
Yeah. I do at this point, I guess. You got Arc on. Best probably to bring up that. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, it's pretty much only like really worthwhile.
Yeah.
Is the fulcrum far out a scenario, she could pull like a fulcrum, but actually because it was building 3 calls, he uses it to the
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, he's. That's funny. I saw him measure off to the board edge just to see if he could possibly get a velocity projector over there or something somehow.
Maybe a fulcrum splice and into the projector Oculus.
Yeah. But even then, I mean, they don't have to down. There's no. Is that by design? Yeah, it is. Okay. He's got this one to the side, I guess. Can he. Oh, I was looking at the fulcrum where he can actually get down off this ladder, move enough. Because he's got to be, what, range 5 from the Strike Raptor?
No, to place the Strike Raptor, he just has his attack, which is range 12.
That's right.
It's
That's
five,
right.
5 inches for friendlies.
Yep. I was thinking the wrong one. So yeah, I think he's trying to set up something to move him over here and just shoot him off the board.
I don't think it's possible. Is at 8 inches, over 8 inches, so he can't do it.
Okay.
It's impossible. The max he'd be able to move it is 5 inches from the displacement, and then 3 inches from the slam. So unless he has some other way of moving models that I am completely unaware of.
Yeah, because it's not just if a part of the base is hanging off, right? You have to shoot the whole base off the map, correct?
Oh, it's any part of the base touches
okay.
the edge, it's gone.
Yeah.
And more inches away, it's not worth to get track off a scenario.
Yeah.
How much stuff he's off scenario. I think it's not necessary.
I know. I feel like he's just like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Do you think this is possible? Oop. Huh. Everything feels very weird on how everything just unfolded. Like, nothing I expected to happen happened.
100%. I am very, very confused. Happening. I'm assuming this engineer was meant to be on the point. Not sure if it is or not.
That's
currently not. I guess he's gonna get to reactivate it as long as it lives.
Right.
So that's not really a big deal. I think Josh put, because of the way he moved the Strike Raptor with the Quarter here, he made it to where Chunky Boy was too chunk to get onto the point. So.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised that he didn't just move first and then shoot, especially if he just wanted to get down there. But either way, that gate was going to get cover, so I guess I am kind of surprised.
I heard. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what Josh drew. He drew. They're still figuring out. A pyrokinetic surge and a kinetic accelerator.
Okay.
That kinetic accelerator could be real bad if, depending on where stuff winds up getting positioned at the end of the turn or next turn even. Josh is able to reactivate his Strike Raptor, which I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna try.
Huh. That's going to be very interesting. I mean, at this point, if you're red, do you even kind of bother trying to push toward mid with that Strike Raptor sitting there? After having, yeah, I mean,
you have to. Okay, so it looks like we Kane synthesist the over here. I think was at least putting as much arc on there is just kind of necessary because it's really only got 2 attacks that probably aren't going to do a whole lot to this Strike Raptor over here. Now I don't know if it'll be able to be in this engineer, which would definitely be interesting. Starfire Ray might. I can almost guarantee you that the Protean Well, no, I know the
Right, and
prototype
it's
for
got a
it, so
max
I guess
range of
it's a
4,
melee
even
weapon.
with the different
Yeah.
configuration. What else does he have on that baby? The gravitonic lash.
Phase trajectory
Yeah, so he's got Starfire.
cannons on this one.
Ray, Protean Forge, and Lash. And the only thing he can hit him with is that Starfire array.
He's got a lash on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. The only thing you can attack with a Starfire Ray. I don't think that was worth putting much arc on that model for one attack.
Yeah.
I would shoot the gate. Oh, if he's got range to that engineer, the engineer's not in cover.
Yeah.
So he does not have to go.
Yeah, he's
Okay, looks like he's in range of the engineer, just barely.
Yeah, I still don't know if the 3 was really worth it, but I guess we.
That one shot. Definitely possible with 3 POW 4. You can do it.
Oh, that's not good for him.
Except when the engineer rolls a 3.
Yeah. He's still up 4. Yeah, that's. No.
Close. It's that 7.
Yep.
Oh no, he got an 8. Oh, there's a super strike.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, he did get 8. He got it. Wow.
Nice.
All right. Well, 3 arc was worth it.
Yeah, because now Ash doesn't really have to worry about that point because it's only worth 1 point for him, and Red doesn't have anything that's even remotely capable of scoring that. So it's really not that big of a deal. Josh can just secure the middle and then not really have to worry about it. The other thing I don't think Josh thought about is that there's an arc booster right there in the middle. So if he was contesting that here, he'd be able to charge a Strike Raptor with 2 arc next turn, which is a pretty big deal.
So as long as he gets it at the end of his turn, so
if it's not contested,
yeah,
he could have a 3 arc Strike Raptor right now turn 2 without playing Synthesis, which is pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
He could just fly onto that 3rd point right there, and over there's an activation, and there's no Void Gate anywhere near it, so he'd basically just have that gate.
Yeah. And at that point, Nyx isn't going to do anything.
Well, and then whenever you pull to this gate this next turn, can walk over and with this little objective.
I don't know what he's attacking.
I think he's using the Fulcrum to shoot at the Strike Raptor again.
Oh, okay. So he's going to try to hit it, and
it's accomplished too.
I think he's just seeing like how far he could move it.
Can move it another inches, but how displaces work. So he moved it 3 inches because it's a 3-inch displace. Because how they work, you actually get your.
Yeah, I'm confused. What just happened? Just put aggression theorem back in and laid down velocity projector. So I don't know. Oh, maybe he did hit, but he didn't do damage. And then he's like, he was supposed to move it. Then I don't know.
Well, you hit it.
Yeah.
Beat it by 1. Powerful
I mean, yeah, he's gonna move. Huh.
damage. 1 damage, everybody.
Wow.
Well, what you got to do with this track? Heal up with Reclamation Principle, and go from there. I mean, if he gets, like, he be going for the like accelerator play, which honestly would be a terrible idea because he's not going to get body count. Well, he could shoot that. He needs to measure to that Oculus and see if he's within 12 of the Oculus. Because if he kills with his melee attack and kinetic accelerator and then kill the Oculus, he can at least count. Strike have to be so far off the scenario.
Yeah.
Be different.
Okay. Man, I
Josh
don't know.
has a tough turnout.
Yeah.
Does he play for that scenario or does he play for
Yeah. At this point, to try to get him to shift focus over to that point.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't really worry too much about what's on top of there. On top of Red's objective, because
Right.
that demon got a Starfire Ray, so he's not going to get up there to melee it, and at least one of his range attacks is going to have an extra 3 defense against it, plus cover. Okay, so Josh is making the scenario play.
Yep.
See what he decides to shoot. I would just shoot the
Yeah.
otherwise, if it was me, there's a sentinel coming out of that gate. Especially if he has. Let's see if we've got impulse inducer.
I mean, is there a sentinel coming out of that gate? Because he only put 3 on it. So.
Yeah, but you can charge it for 1.
Yeah, good call. Yeah. Yeah. He's got 1 in the well still.
And he's got impulse inducer, so he doesn't need to really put out arc next turn. He can reactivate that demon right there, hop down onto the middle objective, and then town on some stuff. So he's got some options here. And he can just walk up the factotum onto the point. Factotum needs to do anything. This is Red's return. This is last turn of the pulse round to what he's doing, but still trying to figure out what he's doing with this striker.
I mean, I guess he can impulse inducer, hop down, and then what? Wench him? I mean, with the gravitonic lash? It's probably his best option at this point to pull him off scenario.
I don't think he's going to be able to pull him off of scenario. I think the best option is to deal with whatever comes out of Josh's gate. Because then that's going to force the Starcraptor to choose which scenario point it goes after. Although, at the most, it'll be down 1 point if the Starcraptor goes up and kills that factotum. Because it would have to leave the middle objective.
Yeah, he just nuked that gate too. He pulled 2 arc off of it with that shot.
Also with the Cyclone Cannon, he still has another shot left. He can choose to put into whatever point.
Looks like he was interesting. I thought he was measuring to see if he could roll for strafe, but it doesn't look like that's the case.
It also has aggression theorem, so that could do some work. Turn. Gate is clearly dead. Oh yeah, super dead.
Yep.
Gone.
Oh, he didn't attack the gate. He attacked the daemon.
Oh no. Not the daemon. 2 damage on the daemon. That's a big deal, because now if he jumps, he runs the risk of just dying.
Yeah. Did you see if Ed rolled for cover? No. I didn't see Red's roll at all. So I see red over here
Yeah, my
looking at
chat's
the
only
card.
showing blue.
Yeah, that's. Oh, I know why it's not red. It's because he's not using the dice rollers.
Oh, yep, that makes sense.
I was just wondering if he added the extra dice for cover and for his Starfire array. Well, I guess it depends on what he shot with.
That was with the particle cannon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the particle cannon, so he doesn't have.
Yep.
He had cover, he didn't have the 3D.
Makes sense.
So.
Ooh. Bring out fiddles.
That's not bad, because what Josh can do is he can just leave that Strike Raptor there, charge Fiddles up. Fiddles can get a bunch of work, and then Fiddles can fly over onto the first point, Gormo point, or if he kills everything up on top, fly up on the back point and score 3 points.
Yeah.
So,
You said he has aggression theorem in his hand?
Further forward. Not Josh.
Okay.
Red has aggression theorem.
Okay.
We'll see what Red decides to do here. I would have positioned Fiddles further forward so that he had more options there. Also, so that he could potentially move these solos up closer to the middle objective, just to help secure that even more. Where you put your models out right out of the gate is, well, where you put your gates and where you put your models out of the gate is so important.
Yeah, I feel like on this scenario especially, there's like kind of a big circle like in between the other two gates and then just kind of looping around that center one that you kind of want to try to get your gates into so you can
Josh
push towards scenario.
Yeah, 100%. Make it top of the person building right here. That's huge.
Yeah.
It looks like Josh dropped out Corbus to keep Fiddles protected here, so he wants to make sure that Fiddles is able to make some plays. I don't know if this is within 5 of the Strike Raptor. It is. So Corbus is just saying whenever you shoot at, I don't care. So that's why Corbus is so strong. He can just gives you so much control. Like telling your opponent, you may only have a couple of attacks per turn that you can decide where your attacks go. It's so strong.
Yeah,
So strong.
he pairs well with Strike Raptor too. I mean, honestly, he's when you really need him to take that hit, he can. Just to keep that Strike Raptor alive.
I mean, once Corbus is on the board, usually it's better to just attack Corbus instead of whatever else you want to attack, because Corbus is on defense too, so you're better off just attacking it. So it's real.
All right, what's he thinking here?
Now, fun thing is that Corbus cannot, if Corbus is the one targeted by a spray, cannot guardian any of the other targets, any of the other models affected by the spray.
That's a good little workaround.
Yep. Same thing with soak a blast damage roll. It's less useful than the spray. It's a fun little thing. Like if you've got a nice spray and your opponent position Corbus behind stuff, like you did right here with this Fiddles, target Corbus and then Fiddles gets hit and Corbus gets hit. And there's nothing.
Now, does it work the same way with Strafe on Corbus or no?
So Strafe is a targeted attack. So Corbus could guardian the Strafe attack.
That's what I assumed, but you never know sometimes. So it looks like red went ahead and played Impulse Inducer and then activated the Factotum to remove or to heal up his Daemon. Where is he going?
Absolute Prey doesn't roll a 4 here.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, does he? Well, yeah, he does care. I was like, does he really care? Because at least he's on point, and he's gonna get automatic cover no matter what. And he's got the Starfire Ray. Yeah, if he doesn't do axe, he's kind of
Well,
hosed.
the thing is that
Oh, he rolled a 2. He's safe.
Josh activates Striker after he doesn't care about the Starfire Ray because he's just gonna punch it twice, and he's gonna ignore the Starfire Ray. He's gonna ignore the cover. Because if he activates Fiddles,
Yeah, that's true.
he at least gets one attack, ignores the cover and the Starfire Ray. So, see what happens here.
Let's see.
So
Ooh,
like
big roll from red. 2, 4, 6,
like
8, 9, 10, 11. Beat him by.
Yeah. So we can probably kiss Corbus by here.
Wow.
Is honestly perfectly fine, probably. That's a big armor piercing attack that just says no.
It's really fun when you get corrosion on somebody and then do it.
Corbus being able to be like, yeah, your corrosion, nah, I got it. Or your fire, nah, I got it. Like it's so big. Or module, nah, I got it.
Yeah.
This is so good. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep, we wiped out Corbus.
Dice armor piercing. Corbus is only 3 armor at that point with 3 boxes. He's dead. There is no debate there.
Yeah.
So let's see what he's gonna do with his follow-up attacks. A Star Ray left. You'll probably put the
Run over the Gravitonic Lash, so makes sense. Get 2, 4, 5, 6. He got a 7. Josh rolled a 1. So the Lash is only POW 3. He beat him by 6, so.
Wondering what he would attack. Josh rolled 5 dice. I don't even know this crap 5 dice one, but a t-shirt. So I guess he tried to.
Yeah, I'm confused because, well, yeah, the Gravitonic Lash is technically not a melee weapon because it's range 6.
Oh yeah, it's a gun.
Huh. And he's not charged, is he? I don't see any arc on him. I don't. I don't know why he's rolling 5.
He's definitely got to have arc on him. Just don't know where it's at.
Oh, he's got 1 arc on him. It looks like underneath. Because he's got, yeah, he's got 4 on this gate back here, 1 back here for 5. Has 2 stacked up under there. I just can't see the other one.
I think that would make sense.
Because tune-up's giving him +1 defense, and then the arc's giving him +1 defense. Oh, okay, I guess
mean,
there's your 5, right?
And he's gone twice, and I don't think he's spiked for flying at all, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder now if he's missing an arc. Because there's definitely only one under that Strike Raptor.
It might be like underneath the actual Strike Raptor, underneath some of these other token. Like that stuff just disappeared.
Yeah, that's I had some arc drop into the actual board when it was stacked on top of each other, and I tried to like pick it up, and I was like, "Where has it gone?"
It happens. It's fine.
I mean, at least I figured it out.
One time, game Red and I played, half his Cypher deck just disappeared. Like I don't know.
That's
I don't know
wild.
what happened to it. Neither of us know what happened to it.
Bugs doing bug things.
So
So
sometimes there's weird stuff, like you'll highlight something and it'll accidentally clip something else, and you go to delete it and go. Other stuff got deleted.
looks like he 2 damage though. So he's got 3 total on.
Raptor has 1 health left.
Yep.
Looks like Josh is
Go for it.
up there, which he can. Definitely say.
Oh yeah. What Fiddle's base weapons? Does he have like a double blaster to get at least 3 shots off on that factotum?
So what he has is he's got a, I think it's like a range 12 POW 4 strafe ballistic gun.
Okay.
Then Phil's has his blaster as a second and bike to shoot them both again.
Okay. So you can get shots off on that factotum then. He should be fine.
Yeah. Not have any other bonus attacks. So he's gonna have to move that Fiddles out of the way. Onto the plug as it activates the attack. If he doesn't, not a big deal. The engineer locks up the Strike Raptor. Nope. It's gonna be so close because it has to be within 4 inches. I don't know why? Mouse's rubber band really annoying.
As I say, if he would have positioned the Fiddles on the back side, he wouldn't have been able to get on the point. So he kind of.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying earlier. Was he had more forward? So it could have Fiddles for about an inch. If not, that would have to put that engineer. Which,
Yeah.
that's why I was saying earlier. Stuff is super important, and making sure to measure things is super important. Looks like we're just activating the Strike Raptor. So
No change. I don't know why you wouldn't. No, going for it. Okay. He's trying to. Yeah.
He's probably kicking himself right now, being outsiders for privileges.
I don't know. I think it makes more sense to just concede the middle for this round and go try to score the 3. Because at the very worst, you're what? Nobody's getting any points this round. And then you're still set up pretty nicely going into Pulse round 2.
Is he has the Dogfighter Cortex. He could have been moving that entire time.
Oh my
He's gonna be so
goodness.
mad. He could have moved his Strike Raptor over to be closer to that engineer.
Right? All you have is kicked. And they can move, right?
No. He just has to be targeted, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it looks like a Reflex Cortex.
Okay.
I'd have to look. She'll do. So I think Craft could be much clearer to that engineer.
Yeah.
It really would have been a huge play. Is Fiddles going up there, potentially scoring 3, and then that Strike Raptor getting healed? Like that would have been massive.
Yeah, so Dogfighter Slipfield is just charged. So anytime they're targeted, you can move 3 inches for free. So yeah, he could have just slid right on over next to Fiddles for free.
Yeah, Josh is gonna be real mad when I tell him that later. What's happening here? 2 damage on that? Is that what just happened?
Yeah. Did he just rockbuster him? Had to have, right?
I assume.
Or rock crusher.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know why you would do anything else.
Yeah, because that Starfire array really doesn't matter, and neither does cover with that. So yeah, I mean, he's got 2 of those on that bad boy. You might as well go for it.
This has been a
Oh.
very interesting.
Wait. Oh, he must have rolled for the particle cannon? What in the world? Why is red rolling cover?
No.
I am very confused at what is happening right now.
Also, don't know why he's rolling 6 white dice.
That's what I was.
again.
I was like, what in the heck is going on? Like, you don't get. He's not tuned up. He isn't getting cover. He's rolling for that rocker.
Roll both the Rockbusters and.
I think I don't know what in the world happening.
Josh is measuring if he the disruptor. Looks like he can. Could have wetter.
All threw off. I'm still confused as how
red?
that Damon didn't die.
Yeah, me as well. I got dice for dice. It's gonna wind up 1 point. Rising
Yeah.
some cuts on Josh difference in the game.
It's like Josh Flicker get and makes sense. The scouts with rifles and a railgun and an engineer.
Big there. And it looks like there was 5 on there, so we got a Weaver as well.
Yep. Oh no, just 4. 2 from the scout, 1 from the engineer. Weaver. Yep.
Math is hard. Like
Dice rolls are crazy. Math is hard. Who knows what's happening?
This is wholly unexpected.
Yeah, this is
unexpected.
I'm kind of pleased that it is unexpected.
Yeah, and then there's 4 on that gate, so the Sentinel's coming out at the end of Red's turn.
Yep, looks like they have a rules question.
What's up? I'll be right back.
Okay.
So on a short everybody.
Looks like unloaded 3 arc here on this gate from Josh. It's in a good position, in opinion. Atrius is the only one over here that can really do much of anything. This factotum's not coming off this point. At least I don't think he is. There's no real reason to. So going into next pulse round, it's probably going to be this half Hound Daemon activating and probably Astrius to strip some arc off of this gate would be the best thing to do, or move and then he can melee it and either shoot this way or just double tap it to pull arc off. And then your Hound Daemon here, I'm not sure what he has in his hand. I think he's already played his cipher that allows him to roll and get damage off of your Warjack. So he's still got 5 cards in his deck. He's got 5 cards in his hand. He's not getting cycled through that deck anytime soon to get that back. I can't imagine he's not just going to activate this guy, slide him over, and just go to town on this Strike Raptor, and then possibly just move Astrius over here into melee range, melee attack the gate, and here at the Strike Raptor as well to try to take it out and get rid of it before Josh has a chance to really do anything with it, because it's already got 2 arc on it and a tune-up. So after this pulse round is over and we go up to the cleanup phase, he's going to roll for that tune-up to see if it stays or not. He's going to roll 1 die, and then if he gets any kind of paint, it'll stay. If he doesn't, it goes away. If it goes away, that's a big deal for this Daemon, because this Strike Raptor is already getting 2 extra defense die from the arc, and then he's getting a 3rd one from that tune-up. And then if Josh does end up getting a 3rd arc on it, that's 4 extra defense on this Strike Raptor. So he's rolling 7 whites for defense, as long as that tune-up stays on it. And then he's going to have an engineer somewhere close by all the time to try to take any kind of damage off of that. It's huge for Josh. But for Josh now is this plan didn't work in the middle. He's got this gate over here. He obviously wants to push up into this back point to try to score the 3. He's got the Scout Dusk Wolf back here and the Combat Engineer toward his back point that he can easily come up this ladder that he's right next to and get to with the Weaver, which would probably be the play. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah. The thing Josh is going to have to worry about is that at the end of this turn, Red's going to summon in a Sentinel that's going to be within distance of getting on top of his point.
Yeah.
Josh's point. That's going to be a real big deal. So I'm going to have to make some decisions here.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking through with like what Red has for options here in that opening turn of this pulse round. So let's see, what's he playing? He's playing Vengeance Sequencer on him. That's a good idea, but it's not going to matter if he gets hit in the face once and dies, because that thing's not going to do anything in that situation.
He might just be trying to get it out of his hand.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
he's got 3 Furies in his hand right now, and another blue card, which I can't tell what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about, like how Red didn't cycle through his deck enough in that first pulse round. So now he has no chance of bringing back his Cypher to heal up this Hound Daemon out here in the middle. So he's just kind of out there on an island and has to hope that he can activate this Hound Daemon and possibly clear the Strike Raptor with the Daemon combo with Astrius. If he moves this Astrius down to melee the gate and then fire in here at the Strike Raptor as well. But that Strike Raptor arc and a tune-up for 3 extra action dice on defense, so he's rolling 6 no matter what. And then if he's got cover, he's adding 2 red.
That's why this Factotum has a charge on it. I guess he just wants to remove the activation token off of this demon once he's done activating it this turn, but like, don't know if that's valuable.
Right. I don't know. That's
what is this hiding over here?
It's Astrius.
Chilling over here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he's just gonna move it away. Okay. Interesting.
Is he running off the point.
Yeah.
If he tries to Gravitonic Lash, that Strike Raptor is just going to hit that bush right there.
Yep, he needed to move a little further back.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I mean, I guess there is an angle where you can pull it. It's just going to be such a weird angle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not. I don't know what his plan here is.
I don't either, because now now Josh is rolling 6 and 2 on anything he.
He's rolling 6 and 2. He's not in melee range, and he could move forward a little bit and be in the melee range. But
Yeah.
Demon fairly out of scenario now. He's basically just seated middle. The other thing is that Josh, I think he did calculator. Did, which is unfortunate because whatever would make Josh's decision really a lot. He can accelerate life and just attack a demon and whatever got this. Sure. What his plan is?
I mean, at this turn, they make the decision to put as much damage possible into that Raptor and then possibly activate it and try to finish it, or you just try to wail on fiddles. I mean, in my opinion, because you can't get, you can't get to scenario Damon, and he's just kind of there.
I threw it out there that the plan will stop it if that's the play here, just to make sure, because I don't know what's happening.
I don't. Yeah, unless they've assumed that that plant or agreed that the plant don't stop it. I don't know.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
pretty clear that
it says obstacle.
Yeah.
I mean, he rolled about as good as he could hope, really.
Seven versus 7. So,
Yep.
oh no, or was that an 8?
Yeah, it was 8 by 1. Yeah, there's no way. Yep.
So no damage. Unless that was the melee attack, because then he wouldn't be rolling cover.
Right. Yeah, that had to have been the lash.
Was a Starfire Ray because he's measuring.
Yeah,
We got a 2 on the strafe. Crazy. I get a 2 on the strafe.
yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he's. Nope, he's going for the Strike Raptor first. Yeah, he did reds. So fiddles. We're in fiddles.
Engineer.
Oh, okay.
The engineer.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Fiddle says, "Please shoot me."
Yeah, Fiddle says, you know. I don't know what was here. I also don't know if that factotum is going to be able to be on the point and remove the activation token from that demon.
Yeah, I mean he's got 10 inches, but that's going to be a stretch for sure.
It's going to be real close.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I was talking about with his options with the Damon Hound, though. Like, do you go after Strike Raptor with, 6 white dice on it, or do you just concede the fact that you're probably not going to hit that thing and just try to take care of fiddles? I mean,
yeah, I would have just gone for Fiddles. Fiddles isn't
yeah,
getting any cover. It's not flying, so he can punch it just fine and pierce its armor. And to get some strafes, he can put in some chip damage into some other things, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that gate over there.
What's he rolling now?
I'm assuming a Fury.
Yeah. Oh, yep. Oh, he's trying to cryo lock the Strike Raptor out. He didn't roll his red for the one in the well, though.
He
Did he? Oh, he pulled it back already.
There's the Sentinel. And make sure it's not a slant distance of the board edge. Scooch over a little bit more. There you go. I don't know why he's putting the Sentinel over there instead of closer to
Midpoint.
No, not well. Either midpoint or more preferably Josh's point.
Yeah.
Like all this stuff over here on this side of the board is just so far outside of scenario.
Yeah.
Like,
because
like
you've got what?
I,
4, 5, 6. You got 7 points of deployment over here, just doing nothing, basically.
Yeah, I mean, the Strike Raptor will have 2 turns to move where it needs to be, but I mean, why? I take 2 turns to get where you need to be when you can take 1 turn to get where you need to be.
For sure.
Allow yourself more options, for things to do things. I'm also really confused by this arc that's just sitting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Confused. I'm surprised up on points considering how much stuff he has out of scenario.
Yeah, I think Josh is about to. I mean, he made it very easy for Josh to just not have to activate that Strike Raptor, honestly. And yeah, just move that Weaver up there, sit on that back point, and then next round he could just move that Dusk Wolf up there if he wants to block that the ladder off from that Sentinel even being able to get up there. And this turn he can move, take out that Factotum, and sit on that point. And then
so he's charge the Weaver. He's gonna play.
Oh, he's moving. Okay.
Catalyst. Yeah, he wants to kill that Sentinel. He doesn't want to have to deal with it. He's got other things to deal with. That's over here on this side of the board. So, and on his point, if he can take the Sentinel out and take this Demon out, and he doesn't really have to worry about defending his side of the board anymore. And that Strike Raptor can easily get back onto midpoint from where it's at.
Yeah.
So if he can kill this Sentinel right here, that's a big deal. And then he's also got a Fury,
Yep. All right, I will be right back. I gotta go let my dog out.
No problem. So it looks like we've beat the Sentinel by 5. Assuming, yep, this is with the Rockbusters. So the Sentinel's armor 4. Looks like 2 damage. It's a big deal. At this point, I would shoot the Sentinel, save my melees, the last melee for that demon, because it's going to be way easier to melee that demon than shoot it. But we'll see what Josh decides to do here. Yeah, Sentinel's dead. Maybe that wasn't a terrible idea. Then we just killed this demon here. demon tuned up? Yes. Misses. So then we've got our last shot. The Strike Raptor put both of its melee attacks into the Sentinel, which I think was a mistake. I guess it wouldn't have mattered with the way. Oh no, maybe with the way the dice worked out. Killed it with both of its melee attacks. Then he shot the demon. Then he was trying to figure out what he's going to do with his last shot, I believe.
Oh, okay. So he missed with that range shot, huh?
Yeah, he missed with
He's not gonna miss with
confused.
that.
I don't know what he's shooting. We'll find out.
Wonder if he's shooting that fulcrum. Oh, we shot the Oculus.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Because he hasn't played any of those Furies.
Yeah, taking Furies off the board will be a big deal. The Weaver's probably gonna kill the demon here. We'll see. I don't know.
Yep.
At all.
So
Oh, okay. Oh, he played the Fury and then Pyrokinetic Surge. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Assuming.
Oh, he aggression theoremed.
Okay. Never works.
That's
Demon's
weird.
dead.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all that matters. The demon's dead. Let's we got. Is just gonna go for a gate block here?
Yep.
What's happening? Cheeky gate block. I don't think enough of the gate is blocked off by terrain to be able to figure. So I don't really think it's super valuable. But it's still annoying, so fine.
Interesting.
If he doesn't, yeah, it's whatever. I mean, he just has to kill one of those guys, and it's fine. I think he's fine anyways, because like in between these two, the top portion, he can easily something. Josh is trying super hard here. Well, what he should be doing is trying to push these guys over close to this ladder so that they're on scenario and it has to deal with them, or else they're going to pop up onto this point and then contest super easy. And especially if all you need is a displacement index, like you have to deal with that squad.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. See what happens here. I'm not 100% sure what Red's play here is. I think it might be Crasher just to try to get some stuff present on some.
Not a bad idea. I mean, at the very least, he can fly up over the top. I think he's got plenty of room to sit on the right-hand side of this factotum and block off Fiddle's ability to just fly up there and sit on that point when Josh activates. And then
Fiddles would at least have to kill something.
Yeah. And then he's got Force Generator on. I don't know if he fires at the Strike Raptor to try to Force Generator it off to the side. And then I'm not sure what he has in his hand, but if he can remove if he can remove that activation token off the Oculus, move it, and then if he has I can't remember the name of Cipher to shoot the Fury.
State projector.
Yep.
Yeah, but, I mean, he could go. He could go for a double slam there. I mean, that's at least 6 strike raptor, which is hard to deal with.
Right.
He does have 2 Furies in his hand. I can't tell exactly which ones they are. But that would be an interesting play. Astrius is coming up top here. He's not going to be in range to. He still has more movement left. Charge up this Eidolon demon.
Mm-hmm.
I think the play with this Eidolon demon is you don't bother with the Strike Raptor because it's really. You just got defense matrix, and this Eidolon has 2 ballistics. Like, you're just not dealing with it, so you're better off just trying to knock fiddles off the board.
Yep.
At least put your 2 phase projectiles into fiddles and see if you can at least get fire onto the Strike Raptor just to help out a little bit.
Yeah, before he walks over and up the ladder to eat your face.
I think Nyx is the play, not the Astrius Demon combo.
Yep.
But you could do Astrius Nyx. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, because then at the very least, move, gate crash, get your charge back from the movement or from the sequence data, and still have that arc on him to be able to put extra work into fiddles.
I mean, the thing is like, the Strike Raptor is going to be so hard to deal with, and he has fiddles as another option to deal with it. The Strike Raptor can easily get onto this point, with spiking and flying, or with a Cortical Rampager. So, or if he can Cortical Rampager this Dust Wolf up onto this point, just to make sure that it's secure.
Yep.
So it just has a lot of options here. I believe Josh just drew Cortical Rampager. We'll check. Did. He does have that as an option. He has Velocity Projector, and he's going second, so this Weaver could be a problem here in turn 3. So this is turn 2, pulse round 2. So they both still have 2 more turns left.
So what did he decide? He's not going that route. He's just moving. What in the world? What is he?
Not sure what his plan here is.
Oh, he's trying to see if he can come around the side and get on this midpoint. I don't know. I think he's trying to find any way he can to get within 10 inches of that Eidolon Daemon.
I just don't think the Eidolon's the play here.
No, I agree.
I don't know if Astrius can be within 2 inches of fiddles and 10 inches of Nyx, but if he can, I would charge Astrius, walk Astrius over, try to smack fiddles with my POW 5 fire sword, shoot my strafe over into these heavy support guys because they're annoying, and charge Nyx up, have Nyx come up, and do whatever work Nyx needs to do to finish stuff off. Because Josh has, I mean, you're not doing anything about this Strike Raptor. You're not killing it.
No.
He's got 2 engineers that can remove his activation token. Should both be within range. Let me check and see if this engineer is 10 of this. Yeah. Engineer is easily within. This engineer can hop up onto this building and be within 10. So I just think Nyx gate crashing.
Gosh. Did you see what just happened?
No, what just happened?
So instead of charging anything else, he charged this Eidolon Daemon and then played Devastation Optimizer on it instead of just charging
something else and then Devastation Optimizer
and
charging it because it has Eidolon.
I mean, he could have charged the Fulcrum. Devastation Optimizer did the Eidolon Daemon, gave it a charge as well for an arc, and then activated the Fulcrum, repositioned the Daemon, and then got to that middle point with that Daemon, that Eidolon Daemon, just from moving.
Yeah, probably. It depends on whether the Fulcrum down that ladder or not. Because if the Fulcrum can't get down the ladder, then it's not going to be within 5. Maybe.
Yeah, because now he's not going to get there.
That's the thing with Empyreans. Like, you just have so many options that keeping track of them is just really difficult. It takes a lot of games to get used to them. I mean, I definitely know you know that.
Yes, for sure. It can be very overwhelming at first, especially when you get into any type of pressure scenario, like what this is right now, where he's trying to figure out the best thing to do. As far as, do I go for scenario or do I try to take out, the Strike Raptor, or get into range? Like, it looks like he's trying to get in range really to just kind of do some work on this engineer, which I can't blame him, because at the very least, then you're forcing that back engineer and that back wolf to have to activate just to get the Dusk Wolf out of the way. Well, no, he doesn't have to. He can move around it, and he's still going to get within 10 inches one way or the other. So, I don't know.
It looks like we Nova Cannoned into the engineer. Or 1 damage. It's a nasty 7. 7s are the most frustrating to roll in this game.
Most common, too.
Yeah, I roll 7s all the time. I
Yeah,
also
it's
roll like 15s, but I can't.
when I need a 10, it's always a 9. When I need an 8, it's always a 7.
Man. I forget what game it was, but I played a game recently and I was attacking something with 5 armor, and every single attack I put into it was a 9. Every single one.
That's wild.
It was so frustrating. I killed it eventually, but it was super frustrating.
Yeah. So it looks like he did do enough damage to clear that engineer.
Yeah.
He should have 1 shot left. I mean, it has to go into fiddles, right? Like,
it should go into the Wii, honestly.
well, yeah, that's true. He's got the range to do it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that Weaver's within 10 inches.
What is he measuring? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he was shooting the Weaver. The Weaver's defense 4 and says, I'm defense 4.
Dang.
By 1, though. Yeah, like big roll on Red's part, but.
Ooh, 6 though.
Oh, is that a 6?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the super strikes.
Man.
The super strike.
His white dice have been treating him well.
Yeah, that was a big roll. That
Yeah,
was straight luck right there. There was a funny moment yesterday in Hidekiel's game, where Luis played a Fury on him and got a 9. Or no, it was the other way around. Hidekiel played a Fury and got a 9. Luis was like, "Do I get cover? Not that it matters if with a 9." And got cover, and then he rolled 3 whites and 2 reds. Got a 9.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
Four super strikes and a red pip, and this was a vassal. This was a vassal raider or something. All you have to do is hit them and they die. All you have to do is hit.
Yep. That's most of the time when I hit those guys. People are like, "I'm just gonna come off the board. Don't even worry about rolling for damage." I'm like, "What?" Okay.
If it's more than 2 red dice, I'll do that. Like, yeah. But there's been times where I've rolled 1s and 0s on them for damage, and it's just like, it's the most frustrating thing in the world. You're just like, really?
Yeah.
Like you look at your dice and you're just like, really?
Yeah. As dominating as I was that last match, my Aerolith shot into one of his squads at one point with his blast weapon, and I legitimately rolled blanks on everything for the roll. And I was like, oh, really? This is what we're doing with 4 white and a charge on you? We're gonna do this?
I don't know what's happening here. I just rolled 5 white dice for some reason.
Did he play? Nope, he didn't. I thought maybe he played Aggression Theorem.
It wasn't a Fury.
Oh, he moved Astrius.
Astrius is attacking some things. Okay.
Yep.
I think this is a huge waste of Astrius's turn. This could have been a huge play for Red if he had, charged up charged anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, forgetting about Arcana because only Empyreans have it. And some stuff has it. So knowing what does and what doesn't, keeping that in mind is
I find myself checking all the time. I think the Sentinel just has it, and then I have to remind. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't have it. Stop it.
Yeah. The Warjax and Oculus doesn't have it.
Yep.
But the Warjax can have it if it's a demon and
Right.
choose it as the Cortex.
Right, which he does have.
Yeah, which would have come in huge on his turn.
Yeah, this is what I was hoping was going to bring out of that gate.
Yeah. Got the Guardians coming in. I'm not 100% sure they're gonna be able to really do, but
you gotta remember,
at least
though,
give some options with displacement index, reaction complex, with high intensity into that Fiddles there. I mean, Fiddles doesn't get covered, so that'd be big. Of course, Fiddle like his turn, and then just going to murder them.
Okay, I was like, please tell me the air thought though. Okay, he did, because if he could have, if he could have came down, pushed the Fulcrum or used the Fulcrum to push the Daemon, got the Daemon onto point, took out Fiddles, and then that Weaver, and then brought all this stuff in after getting doing some other stuff. Because Astrius probably could have taken Engineer on his I don't know. And then you bring out all these guys because charging them, the Aerolith now has Pathfinder to move through that rough terrain, get on the backside of this, and then put pressure on that third point and try to keep that engineer from, getting too close to that strike raptor.
Yeah. I mean, what he can do easily is move this Saber Guardian over here and then drop the rest over here and then displacement index them up onto this point.
Yeah.
Which would be a pretty big deal. But I just don't think any of these are going to survive.
No, probably not.
Because one particle cannon can potentially wipe out an entire squad. So
yeah, it's going to depend heavily on what Josh wants to accomplish with this turn.
I think that's. I just think that's a smart play because
drop the arc on Fiddles.
Yeah. If he has that can do objective is his D, then he can just reactivate this Strike Raptor with this Engineer back here. The Engineer comes over here, hops up onto this point, or he's vertical rampaging over there. Interesting. I guess he's putting himself in a position to fly up on top of this and kill this Factotum, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah.
Seeding the middle point, making Red have to kill Fiddles to deal with that middle point, I think is pretty smart.
Oh, he changed his mind. Interesting.
I think he's just playing too defensive here. Of course, I mean, I guess going up there isn't a good idea because then Nyx could just fly up here and block Strike Raptor from being able to position itself onto the point. So I guess positioning the Strike Raptor somewhere where Honestly, I think the Sharkrafter was fine where it was, and I would have quarter patriot the Dust Wolf up onto this point, so you wouldn't have to deal with it. Got something up there, and it's contesting it. But all right, looks like Fiddles is activating and is shooting something.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it makes sense to bring him back here if his goal is to bring this engineer up this ladder onto the point and guarantee that he doesn't have to overextend that engineer and he can still remove that activation token off of this Strike Raptor going into the third turn. Because then no matter what this Daemon does, he's in a position to where he can come in double melee and double fire into that Daemon. And Fiddles is already on the point.
The question is, what is Fiddles attacking here?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because he rolled a 1. Or a 2.
Wow.
A 2.
What's he bringing 4 out for? He must be Astrius.
Nah, he's probably attacking the demon. But Fiddles ignores cover, so he shouldn't have gotten those red dice, but it didn't matter because he rolled a 2 anyways.
Oh, yep. Okay. What just happened?
He accidentally grabbed it.
Oh, okay.
So they hashed out that cover situation. Now we're shooting a particle cannon. Demon said, "I don't really care anyways. You're only gonna pay by 1, so 1 damage." Point, I say Fiddles just doesn't worry about this demon. Tries to kill this squad. See what Josh decides to do. The demon's honestly not that big of a.
Yeah, that's
this squad being able to just displacement index onto this problem.
Yeah, but I mean, also Josh has no idea that he has displacement index in his hand, so it's easy
you should
enough.
Always count for that.
Right? Yeah, for sure.
The other thing, what he might not be considering is that he can charge this Fulcrum, move the Fulcrum, and then the demon on this point. Yep. I think either way, he's not really getting this second point, but at least it's easier for a Strike Raptor to kill a single demon, an entire squad.
Yep.
Kinetic accelerate.
Yeah. This is. I mean, his white dice are basically just failing him at this point. Yep. There, you got a good one.
Barely.
Yep, beat him by 1.
1.
2, 3. 1 damage.
Assuming that was one of the.
Oh, he did it to the Aerolith.
That was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Terrible idea. Is what What's it is.
Psychodynamic Infuser.
He's removing the activation token from Fiddles, just giving him more options.
Did he not activate a solo?
I believe so.
Did he fit, or did he just not want to?
Probably just doesn't want to activate that engineer. To be honest, engineer is in charge, so I can't remove the activation token from that.
Right, but well, yeah, I guess, yeah. No, you're right.
It doesn't activating it doesn't add any, except for gate placement.
Yeah.
Which, and he's got his squad over here to place gates off of, so not really a big deal. The gate? Discussing right now.
I know, I'm like trying to think of what the best scenario for red is here. The only thing I think that makes sense is you've still got that factotum just sitting there with that charge on it. Like,
I don't know why.
I know, like, I don't know.
I mean, he could activate the factotum, spike the arc off of the demon, get on the point, the squad onto the point. That Josh has a ton to deal with to get this middle point.
I still think the smarter play is what we discussed before: charging the fulcrum, moving him down, pushing the daemon over, and then activating that squad, bringing them over and displacement indexing them up onto this back point. Like, you're getting way more value out of that than bringing this factotum over, allowing the daemon to reactivate, and then you just ate up both of your activations.
Yeah, this is true. It's pretty tough all around because I mean, Fiddles just has options, right?
Yeah.
So Fiddles can, but then he won't be able to have anything. Not when he's okay. Mantlet. Interesting. Not a weaver. He forgot he had the weaver. There we go. There's the weaver. Because he could put this weaver. Onto this point if it survives.
Yeah.
And Fiddles can just fly up over here.
He's basically forcing Red to play defense.
That's what I'm saying. The Cortical Rampage. And that's why the Cortical Rampage on the Dust Wolf would have been so good, because then he doesn't have to worry about activating. Wolf would already be on this, curing it, scoring him a point. Just move this Weaver over here, score this point, Fiddle or contest this point. Fiddle comes up over here, contest this point, or potentially if he kills this factotum, scores the point.
Yeah.
And then that could be a huge point swing right there. But best case scenario, I mean worst case scenario, they're going to be tied 1-1.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm thinking this through now. So defensively, what pulling that activation token off of Fiddles is going to force Red to do is activate that fulcrum with a charge on it, move him down, put him onto midpoint to secure it, and make it so that, you know, Josh either has to keep Fiddles there and attack and then move, or move that Weaver to the midpoint, or that Dusk Wolf, I guess, because he's got a Dusk Wolf there. But then he has to move Nyx over here to block off that point.
You turned into a robot, Ryan.
Yep. I don't know what just happened.
Not 100% sure what you just said. In Discord, or not in Discord, in TTS, it's saying you're at over 1,000 ping.
Yep.
I think you're freaking out. I don't really know what is here. It's not looking pretty, to be totally honest, but at the same time, like, Josh kind of removed some of his own options. So I'm not really sure.
Hear me now?
Kills.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying is by pulling the activation token off of Fiddles, he's kind of forcing Red to play defensive in order.
Oh, looks like Fiddles had used the maneuver where something moves within 10 inches, he gets to attack it.
Oh.
So
attacking that factotum.
Looks like it didn't matter. He missed.
Okay.
That could have been a big deal. If he put some damage on that factotum, that could have really changed the next turn.
What is happening?
Looks like Red's trying to line up a spray here. Looks like he's got a nice spray. He should target that ranger in the back, because it's going to clip all three of them. Like so. And it's not going to hit anything. It doesn't look like. Line's a little bit off. My hand has probably just been killed the entire game.
Yeah. So he did move that factotum. That's I just don't know. I don't know if this is the play. I almost think you have to get Nyx up here to block off the majority of that back point.
Every attack first, which was probably Fiddles, dodged. The second thing dodged. Oh, this is going so bad for. Oh, this is probably the Ranger no one really cares about.
Right.
Yeah, that was just bad. That's a. See. See if he started closest to
Nope,
furthest.
it was
Oh,
Fiddles.
he started furthest to closest. Okay. Fiddles is on fire now.
Fire, 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 fire.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like we're attacking the Weaver now. Ooh, that's a dead Weaver. By 5, by 3. Some bad dice. Okay, we got some bad dice. The Reds betrayed. The Reds betrayed red. We're just gonna put the other one into the Weaver again. Weaver's gotta die. Weaver doesn't want to die, but I think Red's gonna make it.
Wow.
2. Got it.
Kablooey.
Takes away some of Josh's options. I don't think that Fiddles can actually fit up onto that point where the is without killing the factotum first. So that's a big deal.
Did
Not
you
have a catalyst.
So
He does
Red
not.
Red just pulled an arc off of his daemon. Do you know why? Did he spike for something?
His Damon doesn't have spikes, so
That's yeah, I'm very confused by what just happened.
actually the Damon does have a spike. It can spike to remove a fury from something.
Oh.
This probably hit and then spiked. I never use that because I completely that it exists. It's also a reason why I don't run any malediction stuff in because it's always there if I really need it.
Right.
Yeah, nasty on like dealing with this the stupid AC Kamikaze card. Fortunately, Josh did not have Ascension Catalyst. That would have been huge because if he could have fired Dustwolf on top there, I think his best bet here is honestly just moving the Scout Dustwolf to his point, and I don't think he really has any other for scoring here. Those would have to get super lucky to totem, especially with that now. Basically, I have 2 attacks to deal damage. Gets cover, and cover it much harder because then this is down dice and the factotum's up dice. So
yeah, let's been able to get anything over here on this, which no, he doesn't have anything in range now because he killed that Weaver. Yeah, that was bad for him. I was thinking, do you take the chance Fiddles just fly over the top of everything?
Sentinel just came out, so that's going to be.
Oh, yep. Yep, he did charge the Engineer. So we're getting the Engineer Strike Raptor combo.
I'm not sure really the play, but if he does get. Yeah, so he can get. Yeah, he can. Strike Raptor can clear out that middle point. It's doable. And then that'll score him 2. Score 1 from the Engineer. And if the Strike Raptor gets really lucky, he can also kill that Oculus and get body count.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that Oculus is even back there. He's just sitting there behind the green screen.
Yeah, doing his thing.
I think just Josh put an arc inside of his deck on accident. Like, why do I see a little question mark?
Josh isn't going for Sentinel. That's just the play here. Ooh.
Oh,
Nice.
defense. Wow.
Just betrayed Josh.
Yeah.
Twice.
I got him that time.
Okay. Oh no. They flipped over. So he's got damage coming in on this. Ooh, yep, that's a dead demon. That's a big deal.
Wow. Yep.
My play here is shoot that aerolith, hope that the particle blaster kills every single one of those guys, and then shoot into the Oculus. Because
yeah.
Gotta.
Huh.
Within 2 of the. Isn't that the one that they place off of? They all have to be within 2 of that.
Yeah.
Have to be. Okay. Well, another one's dead, and you get 4 white dice in a row.
Goodness.
How would he remove? Oh, one's dead. All right, last one. On the last one.
It feels like red's like, okay, control your dice at this point, and I'll see if I need to bother. Yep. See, he's just
Boom.
yeah.
Boom. And yep, now we're shooting at the Oculus. Oh man, this could be huge.
I mean, he's got 3 in cover, but yeah, that's. Oh, we got 5.
Doesn't matter.
Oh wow.
Doesn't matter when you roll 8 on 5 white dice. It's not that
Crazy. Beat by 5 dead Oculus. Yep.
dead. Body count and score 3. Even though it's damage for
Yeah, it's gonna set the count.
Let's go. He's only gonna get 5 out of it.
Oh, yep, that's right. I always forget body counts only so you can score it multiple times a game.
What just happened? Is the Sentinel taking a damage?
I don't know.
Did he strafe into it? I'm confused. No?
I didn't see him roll 2 white dice ever, so I don't know. He didn't play a cipher for like aggression theorem or anything.
But I have no idea.
He played displacement index on that squad.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, getting them in a position to contest that.
Oh wait, maybe he didn't.
Next.
Did he just toss that off and then he activated the combat engineer? I'm very confused now.
He activated the combat engineer first to remove the activation token from the stuff. Then he played displacement index onto these things. I don't know why Sentinel has a damage on it.
Yeah, yep, okay. I had thought for some reason it looked like he played displacement index and then moved his engineering. Again, instead of.
Oh, was the Sentinel
squad.
within? Oh, the Sentinel was probably within 4 of the or within 2 of the airlift. That's
Yeah.
super lucky. White dice.
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. Which is a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah, I guess it. Well, I don't know. Could have been his last roll. Because you're only getting. I don't know. Yeah. Interesting.
All right, so we've got a kinetic accelerator here. Got pulse inducer and an aggression theorem. Yep, aggression theorem. Fire goes away. Oh no, that was tune up. I always roll like fire and stuff first before tune ups.
See if I get hurt before anything else.
Yeah.
Well, it says you disconnected.
Fire. It says I disconnected?
Yeah. Said you disconnected from the match.
Yep. Steam claw.
I think Josh might have shorted himself a point.
Josh should have 5 points right now.
Okay. Yep, he's
He
fine
should
then.
have 2
Okay.
Yep. The other stuff.
Yep.
Let's see. 2 back. Oh, nope, my mouse is working. Thought my mouse was working. Sweet. I am back in black. Alright, let's see what red's got to work with here.
Yeah, I mean,
We've got
it's got the sentinel out.
instability equation. Got reality destabilizer, encrypted command, kinematic reassembler, and placement index. His hand is not in a place to help him really do much of anything at all.
Yeah. I mean, charged Astrius.
Just to get stuff out of his hands, he could heal this Sentinel. And I mean, Astrius is going to go and then charge up the Sentinel, like 100%.
Yep.
There's no debate there. Assuming we're punching fiddles. Oh, we're punching fiddles, or maybe this Dust Wolf.
Yeah.
I don't think he's within 2 inches of this fiddles. We'll find out. Whatever it was took a damage.
Oh.
So, we're punching a.
Interesting.
Attack misses. Brave here. So hits.
Oh, you must have targeted that center one.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Looks like he chose not to play any ciphers, which I mean I would have played kinematic reassembler just to get out of my hand, and then second cipher playing encrypted command to with this to remove it from Astrius to make it still. Problem is that the ever roll fire? He's doing right now. Hoo-hoo, 2 points from the fire. That's huge.
Oh, wow.
Is he?
Oh, we had 2 on him.
He did have 2 on him.
Yep.
So he doesn't. Yeah, he only got. I didn't realize he had 2 points.
Wow.
Okay.
Gonna Nova Cannon through there to try to take the Weaver out.
He should be putting the Nova Cannon and the Strike Raptor, because that's the only stuff he really has a chance of dealing any damage to the Strike Raptor with.
Yeah, he's right. They moved the score back. It would only been 3-2.
Yep.
Oh, wow, that roll from red. Holy crap.
I don't know what he's attacking or what he's attacking it with, but whatever it is it's cool. Maybe not. It's a 7, so
Yeah. I feel like he, yeah, had to have been the Weaver, right? Oh, he was trying to.
no, he put damage on the Dust
Uh,
Wolf, so he
oh,
novocated. Oh, he's attacking the Weaver. I don't know. I think his target priority is way off here.
yeah, I don't know. I'm super confused. Because if he put Nova Cannon into that Tusk Wolf,
Should be on fire.
yeah. What is happening right now? Did he
I don't
not
know.
use the Chronomorphic?
I don't know.
What?
No idea. It looks like the last attack was with the Chronom. No, because he didn't roll cover. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Completely honest. Oh, that kinetic accelerator is about to be disastrous.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh.
Ouchie.
Two of that accelerator. Charging the weak. He's already got 3 arc on the Strike Raptor. Okay. So Lear's gonna go try to bop that factotum. The Sentinel first. Ooh, Sentinel wants to put up a fight. Out of 4, still lost by 4. Should be a damage.
3,
It's 1
4.
damage.
Yep.
1 damage. So next up is Astrius, I assume.
No, it's not a damage. He only rolled a 4. Armor 5.
It's rock. It's armor piercing. It's a rock crusher.
Ah, okay, okay.
Right? I assume this is on Astrius.
No coming back from that. Yep,
That's.
it's
I mean,
Astrius.
there is. Let's see what if Astrius has a will to live. Astrius doesn't have a will to live. Lost by 7.
Yeah,
He just needs a 9 here to kill Astrius.
I think he got it.
He got it.
Yep.
He definitely got it. Yeah, it's an 11. That's
Yep.
a dead Astrius. So he might have another body count coming here.
What's he doing? Doesn't realize Astrius is only 2
armor.
boxes.
Yeah, it's armor. Astrius is 3 boxes, but
Oh,
he's
yep.
only 4. Forgot about armor piercing. Well, apparently we don't want to spend. I just lagged out.
Yeah, so did I.
I think Steam is having issues because when I crashed earlier, it said something about the Steam client.
Okay.
The 4, that's a damage. Is he putting damage on the Dust Wolf?
I don't know.
Fix that.
The hand of God has just moved your. Oh man, this is crazy. It's even more crazy after Fiddles died and didn't score the point.
7. He just beat this Sentinel by 7. This should kill this. Does the Sentinel is dead?
Definitely should have played Kinematic.
Yep. I don't think it would have mattered. The Sentinel is dead. Yeah, we're gonna have a body. Count here, and yeah, Red's gonna be it's gonna be at a real tight spot. Egg Accelerator Wait, why didn't he spike?
I don't
It's
know.
3 arc.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. He could have spiked 3 times and stayed alive.
that's 3 arc. Spike.
I told him. Yeah.
Okay, I guess decided.
We know I lose in 3 seconds.
Um,
I mean, I don't know.
yes, and I said so.
I say it was in the rules packet, wasn't it?
It's in the packet.
Like, it's just bonus if you can do it in under an hour on here. I don't know. I think the only play here is basically charge Nyx, fly up there, gate crash down below, and just try to push stuff out of there.
Yeah, I don't know. But whatever. Can play. I know Red's like real big on clock, so he might just take the L anyways because he wants to be within the time frame, the normal time frame.
Yeah.
But that's up their game. That was a huge play. Huge play.
Yeah, that Strike Raptor did work.
So if you're playing in a turn beetle, read the packet because the EO has to make some decisions. So you need to make sure you know what the EO's decisions are.
Man, he
I
took
don't know
the
what
fact
just
to
happened.
put him out too.
Yeah, I don't think it was anyways. Even if you could keep the Sentinel on the board,
Yeah.
just that's a huge swing. Because he's got Fury coming too. Or I mean, the Fury doesn't have any arc, but
I'm playing.
yeah.
Aggression Theorem though? Yeah. Okay. Just fire off
Just
into that Daemon. Might as well.
might as well. Might as well.
Particle cannon here?
Yeah. Cyclone's not going to do anything for him. Now he does still have Nyx.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If he could have kept that Sentinel on there, I mean, he could have charged him, gate crash, and then he's at least got some kind of play for turn 3. Or yeah. Well, no, turn 2, because with the gate crash, no, because he's going into turn 2. So then, yeah, because of the gate crash, he would at least have...
Right. Started with that Striker after man. I think there was just some positioning issues that really hurt Red about the game. It's really hard to account for
Yeah.
a Rampager because like he worked that gate turn 1 and actually it wouldn't even matter if he Cortal Rampage or not because he still could have done that with his normal movement. So it actually didn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the gate never should have been there in the first place, and it should have had 5 arc on it.
Yeah.
But
I think
I mean, it is what it is.
sitting that fulcrum out here off to the side right at the beginning of the match put him at
Yeah,
a disadvantage.
I completely